been working out so far.
When you first met Edwin and you seen him in the gym, what did you see as a coach?
I seen a lot of potential in the kid. It was like a few things you needed to correct. It was like a little bit of a amateur, more like amateur style. But I love the aggression. It was like too aggressive. It wasn't control aggressiveness. So
Okay.
we needed to control this, and we worked on that. And as you saw, I don't know if you saw the Adorno fight.
I seen them all.
The,
I seen the last three.
the last year, the Rayo fight. It was like we needed to be aggressive, but you see, as you noted, he was aggressive at the right moment.
Hmm.
And little things like that, and been picking up a lot of things. But the kid is talented. He had over 200 amateur fights.
Mm.
So, yeah, good pedigree. He's been around. He's been around the game. And in Santo Domingo, as you know, there's a lot of international competition now. It's not like before that. Before they'll fight among each other. These guys are traveling, they're going all over the world. They facing good opponents, facing Cuba, Venezuela, good fighters. They facing good guys, and this guy did really good. When he was in the his national team. So when he
Right.
turned pro, good background. He already had about ten pro fights already.
Now, taking away that amateur style, was it a process for you?
It was kind of because it's like repetition, and but he adapt quick, man. He's like a sponge, the kid. He was like picking up on things like I'll shoot some things here, and it'll take a week or two, but I'll leave it alone for me, see how he react to certain sparring and certain workouts, and he was like on point with it. I was like, wow, like the kid does pay attention.
Hmm.
He could be, what I'm saying, you could teach him things. But there's boxers that they come already that you can't like.
Te saben todo.
Yeah, they know everything and they stuck on a style and then that's it. They're not willing to learn. They think that that's the way and that's it.
Yeah, nowadays fighters are willing to be easy to say. I don't like that. I don't like that, and it's just like you see things with your eyes from the outside, and I
And they
understand.
don't. Yeah, I had a couple of guys like that. I don't want to mention names. I had a couple.
So, how many fights have you been working with Edwin so far?
As soon as he's made his U.S. debut, I started working with him from his first fight, from which was a loss, but I was in that camp for 2.5 weeks.
Hmm.
If I'm not, and I try to like do as much as I could with that short amount of time, and the results were. But it was a good learning experience for him because defeat and nobody wants to lose. Now he's looking like I know what it feels to lose. I don't want to lose again, coach. So he put the work. He does what he got to do, and he gets ready for his fights now. He's
Hmm.
not taking no shortcuts, which I told him there's no shortcuts to this, man. You got to go walk through fire. You got to walk through fire. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be prepared for that. And he does
Absolutely.
get.
Um, so coming into this fight, when you heard it with Shakur Stevenson, initial thoughts.
Wow. You know what? I'm not the type of person that calls out guys, or I like my fighters to be calling out people.
But he has for a while now.
Was calling them prior to that, and I was like, oh, that shit will probably never happen. You know what I'm saying? But he's getting himself into a fight. Like I was opposed to it, but I was like, let him be. We scored 130. We ranked at the time. We were ranked like 12, 22 before Rayo,
Yeah,
and then things.
I talked to Edwin. I was hyping it up with him back then.
Yeah, yeah, I remember. I remember. Yeah. So I was like, I don't like the calling of names and all that.
Hmm.
But nowadays in the sport, if you don't let yourself be noticed, they're not gonna make those fights.
Like Boots.
Yeah, like Boots. Look at Boots. So much talent. They see it. Nobody wants to take a chance. Shakur is another one. Shakur is an excellent, tremendous fighter. You got to give him props. for what he's been through, put in front of him. He's done what he's supposed to do.
Hmm.
He had done the work that he was supposed to do. So you got to give him props.
Uh, like you were saying, you said 10 weeks that you've been knowing about the fight, being in training camp, dissecting and studying Shakur Stevenson. What do you see as a coach?
I see talent, but I see a lot of flaws, and I see him doing basically he doesn't adapt the way a fighter that's that's at that level and growing should adapt. I've been seeing him do the same thing basically over and over again. It's like a routine, you know.
Hmm.
Like I said, he done what he's supposed to do according to the opponent they put in front of him. If you give me those last 10 fights he had, you put
Hmm.
them in, they're all 10 would have went to sleep.
A lot of coaches said that. So you're saying, just to repeat that, because he kind of blurted out, the last 10 opponents that Shakur has had, De Los Santos will put them to NyQuil, to sleep, para
Yes,
dormir.
yes, I mean all of them.
Mm, mm.
Yes,
So, that being said, I interviewed Shakur and I asked him, "Hey, do you think De Los Santos is the biggest, when it comes to skill, one of the biggest skill fighters that you've had on your resume?" He said he doesn't know, he hasn't fought him yet. In
it's
your
true.
eyes, what do you think?
And my eyes, he answered that right. He answered that correct because styles make fight.
Right.
It's there to be seen why he brings, how we adjust. How he'll adjust. Because tell you the truth, Shakur never been hit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Been hit. People lose their on train thoughts from a shot. You know what I'm saying? How he gonna react? How
Okay.
he how he prepare mentally. You know what I'm saying? Is he
Hmm.
prepared for whatever the wind brings?
Yeah.
And if to him, is he able to adjust on the fly? Those are things there for the people to see.
Do you think that tomorrow night, or do you know tomorrow night that you guys will be able to uh, touch Shakur Stevenson, hit Shakur Stevenson?
I I tell you right now, we we had an awesome training camp. We worked on a lot of things. Like we got a couple of plans. Not only one, two, three. We got three, four plans, man. I
You're
know
gonna need
Edwin.
it with that type
Ed,
of caliber
yeah,
fighter. Yeah.
yeah, he's a hell of a. We don't take no. We got to get it done. But he we prepare. We prepare for to bring different things to the table. So we're gonna see which one he can adjust to. If he can adjust to all of them, he's gonna be in a lot of trouble. So he better be prepared to adjust to like three, four different styles of Edwin de los Santos because he brings it all. He's a full package. Footwork,
Uh, yeah, you could tell.
IQ is crazy. The speed is crazy. The counter punching is crazy. The initiation, his jab, his pop. He he controls that front legs and his right hand, the leading hand. He controls it. He knows when to engage, when to not to engage. So Shakur is going to be looking at a spit image of him and with power.
Mm, mm. Um, Gearing up to this training camp, right? And you've obviously had numerous of conversations upon training camps. In this specific one, when it comes to conditioning, uh have you guys did anything different? Not saying that you guys fade by any means in the fight, but do you guys feel like you're going to be alpha? Do you guys think you're going to have that front foot forward, and to condition yourselves to cut the ring off for a guy like Shakur? Has the training camp been anything different?
We did. We kind of switched it up a little bit. Like we ran a lot of hills. We integrating swimming.
Mm.
We did a little bit more of the weightlifting, physical condition. We did a little bit more than the last camp, and then we moved to Vegas where the climate was hot. and we ran hills here at 9,000 feet above water, whatever, and it was crazy. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, so we did something. We did quite a few things that were a little different. We also got a little more sparring, also too, for this.
Being
For
in
this,
Vegas, how was that?
it was great, man. It was great. We got a couple of guys, good friends of his, that went our national team together in DR. They
Hmm.
gave us work. They were there to support. They gave us work. So, and tips and here and there. You know how the fighters are. They get together. Oh, do this, blah blah blah. Always somebody always has something good to say. Give them a little hints here and there. Especially you guys that has sparred Shakur. They they put a couple of things out there. For him to, like, pick on this, pick on that, and
Oh, so you got to spar some guys that Shakur has also sparred.
right, yes.
Nice, nice. That's good. Good preparation. Um, you know, there was a lot of comments being made. Um, what I wanted to know specifically when today in the weigh-ins, I seen you was very in there, right? The face-off comes. What's being said?
Shakur kept mentioning, "I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna kick your ass."
Okay.
That's what he said. Like, I'm gonna kick
Edwin
your ass.
just laughing.
Edwin laughed, and Edwin told him, "I'm the goat. Yo soy la cabra." Yo soy
Okay.
la cabra. Yeah. He said, "You the boogeyman. Yo soy a boogeyman de esta división."
Mm.
Yeah.
He has a lot of Shakur fans kind of wondering where he's getting this confidence from. In your behalf as a coach, where do you think Edwin gets this confidence?
Edwin come from the trenches, man. DR is like, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy out there. You know what I'm saying? He comes from a real poor neighborhood. Guy been out there. He been grinding on his life, so he's one of those. He's a go getter. He sees opportunity. He work hard for them. Say, you know what? Why not? People are not wanting to fight this guy. Why? Does he have four arms? Shakur only got two arms like I do. Why should these? Why are these guys afraid of him? You know what I'm saying?
He's not an octopus.
Yeah, exactly. So everyone's like, dude, I won that guy. Let him make this mistake. So he looked at fight. He looked at fight at Shakur. Let him make this mistake with me. This was gonna happen. He'll make that mistake. You know what I'm saying? If he make this mistake, that mistake, this mistake here, I'm gonna pick him apart. And
Mm.
he built confidence from that. And he's a guy that wants to be challenged also. And he also wants to show the world that he belongs up there with the elite, with the top guys.
Hmm. Hmm. Were you able to see my interview with Richardson Hitchens talking about this fight?
Yes, I did get to see it.
Question. They sparred. You was probably in the gym. His answer to me was different than answers on other podcasts. Do you felt like why do you felt like he said what he said to me as far as he believes this is a 50-50 fight, that Shakur is in a dangerous fight versus going to other podcasts and saying I was just kidding afterwards?
You know what? Uh, he came out to PA. He made us wait almost 2 hours. He had a flat and this and that. We waited for him. I wanted the good work, so I said, "Yeah, why not?" Guys from Brooklyn also. I'm from Brooklyn. So, yo, come out. I want to see Edwin. And we waited. He came. We did some rounds. We worked pretty even. He did
Yep.
his running. Edwin boxed them. They did good. They worked together. They worked good. They were supposed to come back, but they didn't show up the second time around. So
Yeah, he just
I
like
don't.
he said, it was good work, pretty even. He also said that with with 16-ounce gloves, he's really punching. So I can imagine
18,
with eight.
buddy. We use 18 in training camp. We don't use 16.
Okay, even
Yeah.
heavier.
Yes.
Mm. Um, what do you think people can expect? Tomorrow night.
It's gonna be interesting, man. I'm looking like the work got done.
Yep.
He follows the pattern.
Mm-hmm.
He follows the pattern because I can't control him up there. If he
True.
follows the pattern, I'm gonna tell you guys not to blink, not to go to the bathroom.
Mm.
I'm
Mm.
gonna have. So it's gonna be history in the making.
Uh, you got buddies that are betting. You know people that are betting on this plus 600 on your camp.
I got guys that are betting, but I don't know how that thing works. To tell you the truth, I got my friend right now telling me, "Oh, you got to put how much? What was it? 100 to get likes. How much?
You put a
$100.
hundred. You put $100. You win 600.
600? Yeah. Oh, that's 700. Oh yeah, I'll be throwing $5,000 in there.
Mm.
I'm gonna book. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna book 5,000 at least, and I'll probably get another five from Edwin or 10.
Oh,
That's
wow.
money.
Wow, 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 wow. You getting people excited.